Welcome back to Lisbon. Now, if you've seen any of our Spanish episodes before, you will have seen that I am addicted to the El Corte Inglés Café con Leche. Well, I'm hoping there's going to be a good supply of it in here today in our food and drink and shopping special. So we are translating the menu from Portuguese into English. On the phone there was a QR code on the menu and it's brought up the menu, but there is a little problem. We don't see coffee listed. We're going to have to ask. No, we don't. We're going to have to ask for it. But we do want to have lunch here as well because we haven't eaten since the lounge at the airport this morning. Well, good news. We do have the Café con Leche. We got the large ones. Paul's got one over there as well.
Very strong.
And we also have a bottle each of Estrella Galicia. So Paul's going to pour.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
All the way or just half?
Half maybe.
Should I pour up to the 30?
That's fine. Leave it at that. So I don't know whether to have the beer or the coffee first.
Maybe have the coffee.
The coffee's quite hot, so...
Okay, then let's have the beer then.
Okay. Cheers, everybody.
Yummy.
Very refreshing. Right. Now I think I've got to try the coffee because I can't take my eyes off it.
Go on then. You have been dreaming about this.
Yeah. I think we're only having the one while we're here, so I'm going to have to make it last.
We could always come back.
Maybe. Let's see.
Shall we see whether it measures up to the one in Madrid?
Okay, here we go. Bottoms up. Oh yeah, I think it does. The only thing is, I'm not so happy with the wooden spoon.
Maybe they are cutting back.
But it's definitely a café con leche.
Well, I am not gonna need to add any of these things, so I'm just gonna go straight up.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone. I think this does taste very creamy, kind of similar to the ones that they have at El Corte Inglés in Madrid. What do you think? I think it tastes comparable.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't had it for a long time.
I think maybe it didn't. It tasted maybe slightly weird because I had the swig of beer first.
All good from here.
Yeah. The food has arrived. I am having a pad thai. It's one of my favorite dishes. And I can see all the nice liquid and everything there. Paul has gone for something traditional.
This is alheira, which is a Portuguese game meat sausage with French fries, fried egg, apple, and salad. Where is the apple? Oh,
There. And that is exactly what you've got.
this is exactly what it is saying on the tin.
Yeah.
So
Why don't you try the sausage?
I don't think I've ever had this before. Like, it looks kind of gamey.
Well, that's what it says. It is game.
Like, it looks like
Are you game for a laugh?
it looks like a Lorne sausage. Well, it's like more
Like a Cumberland.
Frankfurter.
Well, I didn't choose that. I didn't actually see it, but I'm not really a fan of game. So
I sort of wanted like something traditional, but then also have chips with it.
okay. Well, why don't you tell us what the sausage is like? Gosh.
Like, it melts.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that, but yeah, it just kind of like squished.
Would you like a bite?
No.
Okay, so I think that the best way to describe it is that this sort of has the look of a chorizo, but it's not as hard and it's nice and squishy, if that makes sense. And it's not really that spicy either. So it's kind of plainish and there isn't too much flavor into it, but it is quite good though. I would recommend it.
Well, of course, if you've got peanut allergies, you shouldn't be having pad thai, or else you could say hold the peanuts. But yeah, let's try this. I haven't had pad thai for a while.
First impressions,
Well, it's lovely.
does it meet your standards?
It's hot.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Quite hot. It's lovely. Delicious. It was ice cream time, so we went to this little place, Amorino, behind us. Now, I had a tub of vanilla. Yes, I'm not very adventurous, but it was very nice and very refreshing. But you had a very floral-looking cone, didn't you, Paul?
So I had pistachio with chocolate, and she made it look like a flower, which was gorgeous.
And did it taste gorgeous?
It tasted really good. Pistachio.
Well, you can't come to Lisbon and not have a pastel de nata, the custard cakes that you can buy anywhere in the world now, but this is the first time that we are having them in their traditional setting. So we've just come into a little cafe and they only cost €1.80 each, although you could buy a box of 6 for €9 if you wanted, but we didn't want any more than just the one each for now. What do you think, Paul? How do they look compared to the ones we get at Lidl in Uxbridge?
I think that they look a lot better than the ones at Lidl.
Well, as they say, the proof of the pudding or the proof in the pastel de nata is in the eating. So Paul is going to give it a go first.
May I start?
Yeah?
Nice and flaky. This sort of reminds me of the egg custard tarts that they sell like in Chinatown. So yeah, it is nice and creamy. Let us know what you think.
Well, they look as though they're burnt, but this is the way they're meant to be. And when we were in Porto a few years ago, this is exactly how they looked as well.
Tell me that they are much better than the ones at Lidl.
Look, the flaky stuff's just falling over.
Oh, flaky.
Yes, delicious.
You're gonna eat it all up, aren't you?
It's the perfect snack. Yeah.
Yum.
We have come to an out-of-town shopping centre to my favourite store, C&A. Again, C&A did not disappoint. But what is in this bag, you'll just have to wait until our whole episode. And you know something, this might not be the only C&A that we are visiting this trip. But if it is, at least I got something rather nice. Well, we've had a very nice lunch. I wanted to get something traditionally Portuguese. So I had cod in a creamy potato sauce, and it was absolutely huge. I could only eat half of it, and it was so hot as well when it came out.
It came out steaming, bubbling still.
Yeah, but it was very, very nice indeed. It wasn't really what I was expecting, because Paul had had something in the hotel which was a similar sort of thing, and it looked completely different. But still, it was lovely, but I could only eat half of it, and Paul did eat some of it for me. So you had the octopus.
So this is the renowned octopus that they serve at this restaurant. Normally, when I order octopus, I wouldn't normally get as many pieces. I think I would normally get like really one big piece, but I think I had like one big piece and then maybe one medium and then one smaller piece. So it was a bit larger than I would have thought. It was really filling, and the one thing that I will say is that it tasted really tender. Like the other octopus that I've had before was like a bit more chewy, but I think this one wasn't as chewy, which is a good thing, because I think when it's too chewy, they've cooked it too much. So there was ample amount of olive oil, and there was olives and really fried onions, which really added something to the dish. So it was quite good.
Well, I'm scared of octopus, so I didn't have any, but I did have a couple of your onions, which were very nice.
Did it look scary?
Yeah. But very tasty for you. Well, we did indeed find another CNA in Oriente, and it's our last day, so we've already actually filmed our whole episode. So if I find anything in here, I'll show it to you in this episode. Well, we're going to reveal now what we bought at CNA in Oriente. The other items that we got while we were here in Lisbon, you will see during our haul episode. Right, let's open up the bag. It's a full bag, Paul. So this first item is one of these stretchy belts. Now, I've got a couple from M&S and one from Dunnes Stores as well. No, you stretch the other way. Yeah, that's it. So the ones from M&S are pretty good, although I do have to sort of fold them in because they're slightly long at the end. The one from Dunnes Stores is even longer, but this one is shorter, a little bit shorter. So I might not have to tuck in the end in on itself. This is your item, Paul. Try on this lovely cap.
No, I'm too sweaty.
Too sweaty, okay.
No, I did try it on inside the shop. I have one in dark green, and I think I do like this type of style.
It's very nice. It suits you. That socks.
No, so I think I was a bit confused about this one because we kind of lost it.
Oh, it fell down the other side of the counter where we were, and we were looking all around.
So this is 43 to 46. So I think 46 is like around 11 UK.
Okay.
And I think that the ones that come up to here are about $9.99, but I think I might want it to be a little bit longer. So yeah.
Slippers. Well, you needed new slippers, didn't you?
So I found one pair that I got from Dunnes Stores, And I think this is like one that I'm gonna have in backup, because I think whenever you want a pair of slippers, you aren't able to find any. So I think when I do find, I am gonna buy.
Good idea. It's like Christmas, this, isn't it?
It is.
Ah, this is mine. So you can hold it up. It's a pair of pajama bottoms, I suppose. And they're quite thin. I like the sort of thin ones. Now, you may notice it says large. I'm normally an extra large, so I tried on the extra large.
Does it?
But it seemed to be like really big, and because it's elasticated, even though when I tried those ones on, the large ones, they seem to fit better.
And I got these gloves. So they are gloves that you could use with your smartphone.
Oh, that's good. And they feel... They're not thin, though.
Aren't they?
They're not that thin. You've had fingerless gloves before, haven't you?
Yeah, but like, I think... Because I'm just thinking about our travels in the winter time. That's all.
Ah, yes. So it's always useful to have a pair of gloves that you can also then, if you need to like check directions or something like that.
So we weren't expecting really to be buying anything today, because we did pack everything up and it's all in the suitcase. So I think we might have to rearrange some things when we get back to our hotel to pick up our luggage.
Yes, I think so. We have come to Sidebar, which is one of Lisbon's award-winning gay bars.
Won't you get my love on the dance floor, on the dance floor, on the dance floor? Won't you get my love on the dance floor, on the dance floor, on the dance floor? Won't you get my love on the dance floor, on the dance floor, on the dance floor? Won't you get my love on the dance floor, on the dance floor, on the dance floor?
Well, it's dark now. We have had the one drink at Sidebar and we've walked up and down many hills, a lot of hills. I didn't really want to do this, but
Marcus wanted to kill me.
Paul has brought me out and we've been to Shelter just back there. And
so we've been to 2 bars just now.
And there's one more that we're going to go to.
One more? Wow.
Well, we're going to see what it looks like. If it looks too scary, we won't go in. But it's called Bar 106 and it should be just round the corner. And here it is. Wow. One more drink tonight. Well, looks like it's a late night finish for us.
Is it?
Yes, we hope that you enjoyed our food, drink and shopping episode from Lisbon. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.